Hi, my name is Abraham Great and welcome again to this platform. In this platform, you'll be learning tips that will help you to connect the dot, destiny dot, business dot, marriage dot. You learn a lot from Abraham Great, and guess what? These tips has a proclivity to move you into action. You have to go do something about what you're hearing from Abraham Great, and guess what? It is working. Now, we've been talking about 6 tiers of riches. I've been dealing with 6 tiers of riches, and I deal with tier number 1, the seed, tier number 2, profit, tier number 3, riches. And we said what you do with riches is that you use riches to develop wealth. Tier number 4 is wealth. At tier number 3, I said you need to be cautious because many people never were able to cross the bridge from riches into wealth. And here is the thing. Sometimes people do not know that they are rich. Riches come when your income outweighs your expenditure. Riches come when what? Your income outweighs your expenditure. So your income has now gone from $1,700. You're now earning maybe from businesses, from your talent, from your idea. You're now having $17,000, or you're even having more than. Maybe your expenditure at the end of the month with your family is $6,000, $7,000, but you have about $11,000 coming in, to $15,000. In some cases, you have 100 came out once. That is riches, it's not wealth. What makes you wealthy is the assets that you have and the people that you develop. You want me to say that again? What makes people rich is the assets that they have, either capital assets, intellectual properties, and every form of asset that you have. For your assets to show, you have to be valuated. You have to be valued or liquidated. So if we liquidate you today, what have you got around you that is going to make you wealthy, or that is going to make you wealthy? So I'll say something. Years ago, say we bought a domain. We paid about $20 for the domain. 9 years later, somebody else came and they paid for that domain because they needed it so badly. A negotiation happened, and say you pay or we pay. They paid $50,000 to buy the domain off us. Hey, what happened? You could call that profit, which is tier number 2, or you could call that actually riches. How do we know it's riches? If the debt I have at that time personally, if the debt you have at that time around your life outweighs that $50,000, you are not yet rich. You might as well use the profit to clear all your debt, all the things that are troubling you, and then you know that you have left this level of seed, you are still at the level of profit. Repeat the process or find something else to do. But if at the time that the $50,000 came, you are owing just about $4,000 worth in all the debt you owe. At this point now, you are at level 3 because you have riches. If I were you at that point, you go buy more domains. You understand? Because that becomes intellectual property. Or you have more ideas. You trademark a website, or you trademark your idea. Or at that point, you actually buy a business that is viable. Or at that point, you start a company that is selling domain. You want to invest your riches into assets, money generating opportunities that can produce more riches for you. Now, at the level of wealth, your concentration is in twofold. And please understand this. The number 1 fold is you are developing people. You're developing people. Build relationships and then develop people. Treat people well. Treat people well. Sometimes they may not know that you are going far to pay them their salary or to pay them something, but do the best you can to develop other people. Teach people, instruct people, mentor people. Help people to find a way to what they want to become. Help somebody to navigate how to start their own business, how to discover their own talent. Encourage someone that is down. Lift somebody up. Just be there. People are wealthier than businesses. I'm going to say that again. You see, someone today that you are working with as a colleague may become someone tomorrow that is extremely wealthy. Someone that you are paying salaries to today may become someone that is richer than you. Do not overlook people. People are worth something, even your own siblings. Never underrate anybody. Yeah, you may be looking at people. There are people that I've worked with that really value me, that make me feel important. Some of them, no matter the level I am, I've brought some of them into this house again, and I still call them boss or daddy and mommy. You know, I appreciate them, but I've also worked with one or two people in my entire life who just think the fact that they were bosses at that time, that they have supremacy over you. Some people will condescend, some people will look down on you. Don't do that to people. A portion of your wealth will be to give people the road to their own success. A portion of your wealth, in some cases, you're not even taking money out of your pocket. It's just you're just advising them. You're introducing them to opportunities, to doors that can open for them. Because guess what? Sometimes, if you ever fail, it is the people that you have built that will raise you. That is very wealthy. The next thing you do at the level of wealth, your business must continue to thrive at the second level, meaning that your business is producing riches. It's just that you have gotten wiser, that you are now investing your riches more and more into wealth. Now, wealth is the secure place to be. Wealth is your beginning of rest. No matter what happened to you, do not touch your wealth. Always go back to your riches. What I mean by that is that always leave enough wisdom and have enough insurance and have enough wisdom on how to guard your wealth. What I mean is this: never ever take out a loan. Even if somebody is sick, try everything possible to have had life insurance, health insurance at the level of profit. In fact, at second level, start putting life insurance in place, have health insurance in place, because you do not want your wealth to become what's it called? You don't want to use your wealth to begin to service somebody else's pain. Secure your wealth very well. Guard your wealth, because you can hand over your wealth into many generations. When you buy properties, secure them. When you have intellectual property, do not joke. At the level of wealth, you want to begin to develop strong values. You want to become more disciplined. You really want to become an exceptional person. When you have wealth, you think differently. Your dreams change. Even your breathing system changes. Your blood pressure may be affected, but it can be regulated, because at the level of wealth, imagine that you own the house. Yes, I own this house that I live. It's like you're sleeping inside your house. Imagine your house being $100,000 or maybe £1 million your house is, or more. Each time you go to sleep, you just know that that is my money. you are worth something. And guess what? Be careful having secure loan on your property. Never secure loan for holidays, for lifestyle. If you're going to have a secure loan on your property, never ever make it to be more than 15%. And let it be on major, sure, well-researched investment. If you have a secure loan, say you have a property of $1 million, or let me say $100,000, and you have a business idea that needs $7,000, and you are so sure you've done all your due diligence and you have nowhere else to raise that money, you can raise that money if you take a secure loan. But if it is possible for you to secure that loan on something else, even if it means higher interest, do not secure the loan on your asset. Guard your asset. Is the beginning of your life. When you start building wealth, you've actually start living for many generations. And in the next year, I'll give you a bit more point. I pray that you'll be able to build your life to the level of this tier 4, where you have some things to show for it, like wealth, not just riches. Remember, cars are riches, houses, intellectual properties, that is wealth. It is working.